Hello, welcome back to another Reddit video. People who've seen nice people finally snap. What happened? We're doing a giveaway at 50 subscribers, so make sure to hit that subscribe button. Enjoy. I had just started high school and there was a new kid. I was from a one primary one high school town, so all the kids already knew each other. He was a giant aboriginal kid who was quiet with no friends, so my friend and I befriended him. We always chatted to him and he was so lovely, always softly spoken and generally just so nice. Like holding doors open for us and bashfully smiling when we would go out of our way to be friendly to him. Anyway, he started getting picked on by the bad boy of our grade relentlessly. One day he snapped and beat him up with a garbage can and was expelled, and I never saw him again. Bully. Bullies kid. School. Bullied kid. Fights back. School. You weren't supposed to do that. I mentioned this in another thread. Samoan friend. Happiest, most friendly guy you ever want to meet. Some guy said something about his sister and of course it made him mad. My friend went after him and caught him. Punched about 3 times and we realized he was going to kill him. It took 3 of us normal sized guys to hold his arm back from hitting the guy one more time. We told the other to run. Like run ducking now. He did. Our friend was mad at us for a while for stopping him, then he went home. The next day it was as if nothing happened. He just went back to being a super nice guy. P.S. I forgot, a couple days later our friend's big brothers, were looking for that same guy that got the crap beat out of him. I don't think they found him but never did see him again. Never ducked with a Samoan. The English were so scared of them that they were the only race, other than the Gurkhas, that had honorary white status. Source: look at the Australian Constitution, 1912. This woman, Mary, I worked with, was always pleasant and cheerful, said hello in the lunchroom and was generally liked. She worked in finance in special projects. She said she wanted to retire in a few years and she had been working there for 15 years. Her boss started pressuring her to complete our annual budget report faster, but this thing is huge and comprehensive and a figurative beast. Mary told the boss it would be ready in a couple of weeks, per the usual schedule. The boss said that it needed to be completed within 1 week to give to the higher-ups. Mary said it wasn't possible. Boss emailed Mary plus CC a bunch of co-workers and the assistant managers, calling Mary out for a poor work ethic and for making the department look bad. Mary said it wasn't possible and didn't appreciate being bullied. She put in her notice to retire by the end of the week, leaving her boss high and dry. She was the only one who could do the budget report in a timely manner, so the department was double ducked. Good for her. Wait, did Mary reply all on the email to say she didn't appreciate being bullied? Because that would be pretty epic. Back in 5th grade, I was super lucky to have the elementary school's favorite teacher. Every single student loved her. My class was always super loud and annoying. We were working on some assignment before pay, and everyone was passing her off. She was only allowing students to go out if they finished the assignment. My slow was unfortunately one of the last kids in the room. This one student, who was a god-awful and annoying bad kid, was being way over the top. My teacher got up, put her hands over her ears and just started screaming, "Shut the f*** up. Just shut up. Shut up. Shut up." And she just stomped out of the room still screaming with her hands covering her ears. All of us just sat there in horror. Couple of kids just left to go to pay, and I sat there just trying to finish the assignment. Our principal came into the room a few minutes later just telling the rest of us to go out to pay, but she made the bag kid stay in the room with her. He was moved into the other 5th grade teacher's room after this. She was completely normal and fine after coming back, and there was nothing else that went wrong for the rest of year. Just worked her ass off and made all of us love her by her caring soul and all of that fun stuff. But that moment completely traumatized me. A long time ago, I used to do call center tech support for fairly complex issues. A really nice, quiet guy went through the same training class. He talked if you talked to him, but never went out of his way to chat. Right after training, the call center changes a ton of stuff. We start getting squeezed on the amount of time we can do documentation, how much research time we have, just metrics in general. It was utter because the favorites got to go on smoke breaks as often as they wanted with the managers. We'd essentially be punished for that because we had to keep the average numbers in a certain area. He did all the right things. talked to his manager, talked to their manager, then to HR. It kept getting worse. Plus enforced overtime. Then he got a super long call. He was on it at least 2 hours, about a complex issue, and the customer was just straight up abusing him, but he had to take it because the managers wouldn't give permission for him to hang up. And they were basically screaming at him to resolve this issue and get to his next call. But we couldn't end calls. The customer had to. One day he just stood up, stepped onto his chair, then onto his desk, threw his headset on the desk and sort of growled something like "F this." Quietly, he looked around, staring people in the face, especially the people who took those long breaks and the managers. Then he walked out and no one ever saw him again. Everyone was super quiet and afraid to move or say much of anything. Congrats, you made it to the end. Here's an awesome deal. If you share this with 5 people, you will have good luck for the next week. Also, please make sure to subscribe for more epic Reddit videos like these. I'll see you very soon.